John, there was a lot to like about that performance. What did you like most?
Well, before I start, I'd just like to say what I like was the 51,500 fans who turned up. I mean, I think it's been well documented. We haven't had a lot of time through the NAB Challenge in front of our crowd, and you know, to see that number turn up with an early start and support the way they did was fantastic. So, all kudos to them. It was wonderful. From a game viewpoint, yeah, it was really pleasing. I thought from the start we were aggressive around the contest, which allowed us to win our share of the ball, and then our forwards were able to go to work.
What about the ability, Don, to keep responding to any little challenge ball able to thrive? You didn't relent all day.
Yeah, well, that's I guess testament to the players. They came with a really steely determination today to go one step better than last week, and I think, as you say, at times during the game when we were challenged, they responded really well, which was again a pleasing aspect.
Coming into the side, knowing Adelaide's forward structure was one of their best strengths, you had Lynch, Wayne Miller. How happy are you to use those players? But then you've got players like Charlie Cameron and Troy Menzel knocking on the door. They have to do a lot wrong. The other players have to do a lot right to break into the side. Yeah,
look, it's a good position to be in. I mean, Troy has had a solid pre-season. Charlie, Riley Knight are two guys who've had a bit of interrupted pre-season, and it keeps pressure on for spots, and that's what we want. You know, that depth really provides a challenge for everyone, and you probably talk to Tom a bit more about what that means, but they all understand that performance is what is going to dictate selection, and it's a healthy position to be in.
Can you see it functioning any better, that forward line?
Oh, I think so. I mean, look, today was a good outcome. We were efficient when we took the ball forward, but we'll continue to work on things. We don't sit there and go, we're 100% satisfied. There's some things which we'll continue to have to improve, and we'll need to. That's the nature of the game. If we stand still and think, oh, we've got it done, the game does jump up and bite you pretty quickly.
Anything come to mind immediately?
Oh, I think it's probably just the balance in terms of some of our leading patterns and bits and pieces. If that was what I'd say. I mean, today we were able to work the ball fairly efficiently at times, which was pleasing. And other times we were not able to. How we balance up ahead of the ball. All little things which probably doesn't mean a lot to yourselves, but to us internally, we can keep working away on it.
Port Adelaide forwards that posed the biggest threat, perhaps at the start of the game, didn't seem to have much of an impact. Do you think that your team's defensive efforts, Don, were as impressive as kicking 22 goals at the other end?
Yeah, well, as I've said all along, we want to be a really well-rounded footy team. And I thought, effort of our back half today was really pleasing, and they're aided by the pressure that goes on the ball. So our mids and their ability to really, and our forwards, it starts with them, their ability to get pressure on the ball, to force it in, to allow them to go to work in the best way, was really pleasing. So it's a whole team attitude, which was good today.
Tom, you mentioned before the season you want the players to celebrate the sort of many success they have. How are you going to allow them to do it, and how do you do it? I mean, your first win as a coach, does it mean something extra special to you too?
Oh, look, it's great to have a win. I mean, this is what we're in the industry for. So the players get an opportunity now to basically spend some time on their own to reflect on what they achieved today, which is wonderful, and they need to be able to do that because it's an important part of the journey to understand what created that, and the feeling they get from victory is important. So they'll get some time to do that. But then the reality is, the nature of our industry is that they're back on, because tomorrow we go recovery, plan, prepare, get ready for Richmond. So we've got to provide them a window, but that window can't extend forever, and we have to recognise today we played the way we wanted to for long periods. We got the 4 points, which is all we got. But next week's another challenge with Richmond in Melbourne.
As I said before, there's a lot to like, but it was interesting that the inside 50s were basically the same with Port Adelaide being in front.
Yep.
Was that a concern?
Oh, look, that's something we'll look at on review and consider exactly how that was able to achieve. I mean, what it does say is it says our defenders and some of our run from our midfield really allowed us to get numbers back to be able to help them out. So, but we'll look at that in review and see what we need to tweak.
John, these sort of games, showdowns, their finals, like as we hear about, want an intent. Did it surprise you the apparent disparity between what you guys brought and what the opposition brought?
No, not really. I mean, I guess I was primarily looking at our team and what we were focusing on in terms of what we wanted to bring to the contest. As I said, I was happy with that.
Tom, how was it for you, especially after last week? Everyone sort of thought that the team did well, a lot of pressure, but didn't win. Did the players ever sort of give up, or become a little bit concerned, or?
No, not at all. I mean, it was only. I mean, last week was obviously disappointing, but it was the first game of the year, and we know that this week as well, it's only going to give us 4 points. So we felt like we did a lot right last week and just weren't able to get over the line. And we worked on that during the week and tried to implement it today. So Don touched on it. We obviously, a few areas we need to tidy up. Obviously 70 inside 50s is an area we need to work on, and but it's a credit to the backs and the mids and the whole team to be able to turn around this week.
How did you see? I mean, you're probably the best player to be able to come in on it, given you kick 6, you sent the ball inside 50, 5 times or whatever. What did you think of the ball movement and the speed of ball movement today?
Yeah, obviously we, I thought we were very brave. Our defenders and midfielders were able to move the ball and get it inside to the corridor to be able to let Eddie and JJ and Tex get out the back. So, I thought they were very brave in the way their ball movement was today.
Can you just talk about the chemistry amongst the forwards? Tom, after the game, Eddie Bet said that the forwards almost get more joy out of giving a goal off than kicking it themselves. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, obviously, I'll just touch on, I'm extremely lucky to play in such an unselfish forward line. And those guys like Eddie, Tex, and Josh, we're all super today. And obviously, Mitch and Wayno were also really fantastic and have been really good for us, the whole pre-season, whole summer, and they bring great energy. So, as I said, we're dictated to how the ball movement up the field is, and we thought the midfielders and that were very brave in the way they moved the ball.
What's your formation now? Is it complete or joy, or how?
Look, it's obviously really happy. I mean, it was a really even, consistent performance from our guys today, and that's the sort of team-first approach we've been talking to the players about. And the pleasing part was, if I look down the list of our players and their impact on the game, consistently performed their role and did what we asked them to do, which as a coach, you can't ask any more than that. So it was pleasing today.
Brad and Matt on the ball together for significant parts of the game. Nice for supporters to see. Both, I think.
Yeah, I guess the two Crouches playing, that's where they play in the midfield. So, yep.
Like the fact that they both contributed to part of the team win as well.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's an even spread. That's what we're looking for. That's our philosophy around how we want to play. We're not relying on individuals. We're collectively wanting to play the style we play, and they're two parts of that, and they did their role today, which was pleasing.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.